What's up, party people? All right, let's get comfortable here. Okay, today we're going to work on the bottom of this wrap. And we're not going to finish it tonight, but hopefully soon. So how is everyone doing tonight? What are you up to? I'm at home with family, hanging out, watched some movies today. Kind of had a lazy Saturday. It was nice. All right. This readily available. All right. All right. We're gonna run out of rings. We actually might get through a lot of this tonight. I don't know if we'll get through that pile, but we'll see. So, this is what we're working on. Turn this light away a little bit. It's Celtic Vision Chainmail bottle wrap. Now, last week we got the top finished up, and it turned out okay. I am concerned about the amount of space and that particular portion right there. We might do something with that later. I don't know yet. But for the time being, we're going to work on the bottom, try and get it so that, like, as of right now, if I just left it like this, it works, you know? It holds on there, okay. But I really want it to be like a completed piece, because one of the themes of my work has been a, wow, like that. Is that better? All right, there we go. One of the themes of my work has been having a finished product, right? Just meaning that once I'm done with a project, there's no doubt about the fact of what it is and like how it's supposed to work. This is just a bottle wrap. It's just supposed to wrap the bottle. Nothing special. Now, let's see, let's adjust the camera a little bit. Because this is wrapped on here, I get to work like this, right? I can't take the wrap off and work on the bottom independently, which is okay. It's just going to be a pain in the butt, actually, is what it's going to be. But we'll do fine. Let's see here. So, last week I was talking about what I'm doing with SEO. For those of you who don't know, is search engine optimization. And why I was even doing these videos in the first place, right? And the gist of it is that Google likes it when you have multiple backlinks to your page. Backlinks are links on another page that direct people to your website, or point to your website, rather. And so, by doing these videos, you know, I've got an hour of video time that I download from Facebook and post it up to YouTube that I can then, you can watch me work. I'll show you what I'm doing when I'm done, and I'll talk. So I've got like an hour of video time that I can take from Facebook and upload it to YouTube, right? And then I have a bunch of YouTube videos pointing towards my website. That way, when people search for terms like chainmail bikini, Google will go, oh, I know someone who does that. And they'll take them to my chainmail themed bikini on my website, right? At least I hope that's what's going to happen. That's the idea. I looked into doing high-res videos so that we can get a really good video capture of making chainmail and what it's going to require. And it's going to be a camera, a better camera that can actually do like 4K. And it's going to require better microphone. But the issue that I found is that 4K files are huge, and my computer probably can't do it in an hour's worth of 4K, right? It can't hold that much data. I have a pretty strong computer. It's not the strongest by any means, but you know, it's got a couple of gigs of RAM kicking around or something. I don't know. Listen to me talk like I'm some kind of computer nerd. I'm not. I am, but I'm also not, like, really. I have a very capable computer in layman's terms, and it is not able to hold on to big files, to process big files like that. I'll need a bigger computer for that. So with that said, that made me make a few choices I don't want to make, like not streaming in 4K, right? So I looked into it, and according to what I found, you can stream in 1080p at 60 frames per second and do just fine. That is a manageable frame rate and what do you call it? Video resolution that also looks good while you're doing it. So that's our new goal, right? It's important to establish meaningful goals. So hopefully soon we'll have a better camera, more than one, right? This one and then an overhead diagonal facing one. I've got 3 tables next to me, and I would like to have a camera on at least one other table that we can like toggle to, because that is, well, it starts with the leather table, and then we have the supply table, and then next to that is the big project table where I am going to lay out like shirts, theoretically. One day we'll get there. I have to clean up this mess on my desk right now, but we'll get there one day at a time, one ring at a time. So if you're in the chat, say what's up. I'm just chilling here. What are you guys up to? I want to know. I haven't been out of my house in 7 months, except to go to work. That's almost true, actually. Not because of COVID, just because I don't like going outside. So, also because there's nothing going on to do, you know, which sucks. There's a couple things I want to go do, but, you know, money and travel and Wisconsin weather, which sucks. If you've ever been to Wisconsin, I don't want to talk a lot of smack about it. Some of my favorite people are from Wisconsin, like in the world. They're from Wisconsin. I know that name. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I know who you are. But what's going on, man? All right. Where are we at here? Okay. So yeah, 2 new cameras. new to me. I'll take new to me. I'll go look at like Facebook Marketplace and try and find some used equipment, see what pops up. All right. And that way we can have a front-facing camera where you can look at my face. And you can also watch me work, theoretically. Right now, you probably wouldn't be able to see much on another camera just because the wrap on this bottle is preventing me from working the way I want to. All right. Great. I am doing good. We are making the bottom of this bottle wrap here. I have the hardest time getting this because the camera I'm looking at is backwards, right? So we're finishing up the bottom here. And every time I go to like move the bottle in front of the camera, I do it backwards because that's the way my brain works. So, where are we at here? Just gonna try it and get videos in 1080p 60 frames per second, right? Now, there's a couple ways to do that. You have to have the right camera, and we are gonna stream on Twitch at some point, right? There is a really good creative community over there as opposed to other streaming platforms, right? That I wouldn't mind being a part of. Thank you. Coming along. Hopefully the bottom of this comes out the way I want in my head. The top didn't come out the way I wanted in my head, but hopefully the bottom will work, I think. So, and then it'll be a finished piece, and we'll call it a day. We'll move on to another giant pile of rings I have here on my desk. So joining the Twitch family on other live streaming platforms, there is no other arts community, right? And I mean, there's not a lot of chainmailers in general in the world. So go start streaming on Twitch, and then with Facebook and with Twitch and with YouTube, whenever you go live and you make a video, right? What you download is not what you streamed. The quality of the video that you downloaded is not what you streamed, right? So the two videos that I have over on my YouTube channel that I did last weekend they look horrible, right? So in order to combat that, I guess you have to gotta download a third-party app that lets you stream. That lets you screen capture while you're streaming, right? So we'll stream on Twitch. Can I make this bigger? No? Okay. We'll stream on Twitch and then we'll screen capture at the same time, which my computer should be able to handle. I hope, right? And then we'll upload it to YouTube, and we'll put the website in the description, and then the Googles and the search engines will see that there is a backlink from YouTube to my there's a backlink from YouTube to my website, and then it'll go, oh, this guy's creating good content, positive content. For the internet, we should put him towards the front, hopefully, right? Like these things like SEO, whenever you make an SEO change, it takes like 6 months. If you're not an SEO expert and you don't know what you're doing, it can take a really long time for it to be effective. So it's pretty simple, right? I don't think streaming is hard. Especially because I'm sitting here. I would be sitting here making chainmail talking to myself anyway. So if we get it on camera, then we can utilize that and make it work towards our benefit, right? So if you have a craft of any kind and you sell stuff online and you want the search engines to put you on the front of their page, right? I don't see why everyone's not streaming. I don't know. Seems like a fairly KISS concept, you know, keep it super simple, right? Other people say keep it simple, stupid, but no. One of those two acronyms will well, what's the word? What is it when what's the word when something means something? Resonate. One of those two acronyms will resonate with two different types of people. Keep it super simple or keep it simple stupid. There we go. All right. So, all right, where are we at here? Do we need a progress pic? Is anyone jonesing to see what I'm doing? All right. I am working on the bottom of this. This is going to wrap up like that all the way around. The reason I'm going from a Celtic Vision to a Japanese style weave is because this bottle is 19 rings around. 19 is prime. It's not easily divisible by anything else. So we'll see. We'll see if we can make it look good. That's all we're going for. Top kind of came out wonky. And that'll be all right. So what else is new? Oh, what else is new? If something is new in your life, you should post about it in the chats. Did you get a new job? Did you find someone new in your life? Tell me about it. I'm all ears. This is Facebook live streaming relationship advice. Yeah, right. Don't take my advice about anything, really. Let's see here. What else? Okay, so I contacted. Oh, another thing I was going to say is that in regards to why people should stream, right? Because you can stream whenever you want. I do 9 o'clock on Saturdays and Sundays because it's been so far the most readily available time frame for me to stream when I don't have other pressing issues like work or family or my other job. Like working on designs for MailleWerX. I can say anything I want right now and almost no one's going to see it, right? And it's not to disparage, you know, the viewers that I have at the moment. I love that you guys are here, but the number of people that are going to watch me do something stupid on camera is relatively small at this time of night. So you maybe, if you're not streaming, you're maybe camera shy, whatever. Don't be, because almost no one's going to watch. At least it would be awesome if that wasn't the case, but it takes a lot of effort to get to a high level of streaming where you have a large number of viewers and like 90% of that's taken up by video games and EA Sports and you know cat videos on the internet. I don't want to compete with cat videos. I don't mind not a whole lot of people watching, because if I do something stupid, only a few people know, and I'm totally okay with that. right? Does that make sense? So if you're afraid of streaming for one reason or another, and one of those reasons happens to be that you're camera shy, don't be, because you can just, turn on the stream on your laptop and start working on whatever craft you work on. And like I said, no one's going to know if you do something stupid. It's fine. Fine. Doing stupid things live on camera builds confidence, though. So, screw it up every now and then, right? All right. Okay, so I contacted a bunch of ring suppliers this last week. I needed their permission to list them in an app I'm building for MailleWerX. I want the app to be as beginner friendly for Chainmail as possible, right? So of course, you want to list suppliers, you want to list tutorials, have an inspiration gallery, and I don't know what else. A list of artists. A list of suppliers. I don't know. I think that I think there's a lot of resources we could pack into it, so it's readily available on people's phones, and they don't have to go searching very far. Because my job, my self-imposed job, is to bring chainmail to everyone, because I want everyone to want it so that I sell more stuff, right? Like, that's not an unreasonable goal, I don't think. Oh, right. Hi, Melissa. How are you? I don't know what you're laughing at, because I missed like the context of what I was talking about and when your comment popped up, but how are you? So, an app that is friendly for beginner people. That also, I mean, of course, the whole point of the app is to have access to my store, right? Like, but that's not doing stupid stuff. Oh, doing stupid stuff while streaming. Yeah, I can totally do whatever I want, and like 5 people are gonna know. I'm totally okay with 5 people knowing that I did stupid stuff. Especially, not to discount y'all, but especially 5 internet friends, right? Because I love and appreciate every one of you, but it's like, I'm not going to meet all of you. That's just a fact. I'm not going to do the whole, Jay and Silent Bob go assaulting little children for comments on the internet. I don't have that kind of money. So I'm okay if you see me doing something stupid. I really am. I don't want to do something too stupid, but, All right. So yeah, that's what I'm working on this week when I'm not finishing up this bottle wrap, which I totally meant to take a night and hang out online, because Facebook likes live streams. If you do a live stream, Facebook will go and show more of. Okay, we're gonna delve into another pool of thought, right? Like how to make Facebook work for you, right? So if you're streaming, Facebook likes new content, likes live streams, is more likely to show your stream to people, to your friends, than it is, if you make like, say, a political post, right? Facebook's pretty heavy-handed on the political overtones of people's posts right now. So if you have a friend, if you have that one friend that does nothing but post all politics, they probably aren't getting a lot of organic traffic from Facebook, because that's the way Facebook works. Right? So, all right. So this idea of getting Facebook to work for you. I get a lot of likes, comments, and shares. Not on everything. I certainly don't make a ton of viral content or anything. But, oh, my phone's going on. What's that? I have the silent bob beard going on. Nice. If you are a crafter and you don't have the money it takes to advertise your product, because advertising costs money, right? Here are some tips to help you with getting your product out there, right? I've never advertised. Well, okay, that's not true. Facebook gave me like $500 to advertise something on Instagram, and it didn't work at all. It was complete garbage, right? So, and I only went like a couple of days with it, right? Which I could have gotten longer, right? But it just wasn't working out. So I still have some like Facebook advertising credit to use. Other than that, I've never put money behind a MailleWerX post, right? Or advertise any of my products. All I have done, right, is take my craft, chainmail, right, and get to know a bunch of people in that community, become friends with them, increase my friends lists with people who are into chainmail, right? That way, when I post something about chainmail, there is an audience of people out there who resonate with what I'm doing, as opposed to an individual who has like their family and their high school friends on Facebook posting about, their really niche, skateboard carving, that they do in their free time, right? How many members of their family and high school friends are going to see that and be like, oh, that's awesome. I really want it, right? Not many. If you only have a couple of people on your Facebook page, there's only ever going to be a certain number of people that Facebook can even show your content to, right? Like, if Bob from high school only has his family and friends on there, Bob makes a post and then his family and friends are the only ones that see it, but it's a boring post. And boring posts, Facebook doesn't show boring posts to people, right? I mean, there's a lot of boring stuff on Facebook and a lot of boring opinions. But hi, Paula. Great ideas. Oh, thank you. They're not mine. I shamelessly stole them from someone else. No, I was, I learned these from someone else, right? So I am simply passing on what few lessons I learned to hopefully to other people, right? So if Bob makes a boring post, Facebook doesn't like boring posts, and Bob only ever has his family and friends on there, Bob's post isn't gonna go anywhere, right? Because Bob's family and friends they hate skateboard carvings, right? They really hate them, and they hate that Bob does them. They never like or laugh or sad react any of Bob's posts, right? But Sally from the same high school she makes candles. Not like Scentsy candles, but like homemade candles made from real candle wax. All right, we're getting around the edge here. And I don't know. I don't know if it's going to lay flat on the bottom, but we'll see. All right. So Sally makes candles. And she spent the last couple years making friendships with people that like candles. So Bob only has like 300 people on his Facebook page, but Sally has 2,300 Facebook friends. All of them are in love with candles, right? Sally's post is going to get a lot more traffic and engagement than Bob's post because there are people on Sally's friends list who actually like what she does. All right. So, if you're struggling to get sales or to get Facebook traffic to your posts, my advice to you would be make friends with people who love what you do, right? There's 7 billion people on the planet. There's bound to be another person or a group of people out there that do similar stuff to what you do, who are going to enjoy what you do, and find those people and make new friends. I have a Facebook feed chock full of new to this world chainmail items, right? Like freshly made. I'm one of the first people that gets to see them, right? Because I know a lot of people that make chainmail, and they are ridiculously awesome people. They're very good at what they do. Far better than me, right? Like, wrapping bottles is cool. It's fun. It's something I like to do. There are people who have taken this art to way higher levels than I could ever even conceive, right? Like I'm good. Okay, I've been doing this for 24 years. I've got 500,000 rings on that wall over there, right? And there are people that are just, they blow my mind with how creative they are. And the only reason I know them is because in order to get MailleWerX in front of people who might like it, I had to go out and meet people who are into chainmail. There's not a lot of those. All right. We're almost all the way around here. The first row, it's not looking good. We will probably have to figure out something else. Based on how it feels, right? You can kind of tell if it fits. But it may surprise us. We may be able to figure out something else. And maybe the trick is just to get this first layer down, right? And if we can figure out how to hold it into place without it, like it kind of pops up right there. Maybe we can get it to squeeze on there real tight. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because I'm going to do this first layer. And what I was originally thinking was that we would do this first row and then like shrink down the Japanese 12 and 2 that I've got going on here. I don't think that's going to work, right? So the next thought in my head is to finish this row and then make a Byzantine strand that captures each of these rings and pulls it in tight. We're going to experiment with that first because that would be a lot simpler than finishing up the bottom with Japanese 12 and 2, which I don't really have the rings for in brass and bronze anyway. I could throw I have a ton of different gauges and ring sizes of stainless, but these are like the original brass and bronze rings I bought when I first discovered the Ring Lord. All right. Where are we at? Where are we at? Nope, don't do that. Okay. Another reason to switch to Twitch, right? And, you know, I'm late to the party. I should have done this several months ago. That's okay. By waiting this long, I think I can avoid the husbands who started a Twitch stream during Corona, right? I don't want to be part of that group necessarily. Because there were a lot of them, according to what I understand. So hopefully by doing it this late in the game, I won't be considered one of them. Plus, I don't video game much at all. I'll be creating entirely different content. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. All right. So yeah, make a bunch of friends in your niche, and then put your products in front of them, and hopefully they like it. And if they like it and they give you good reacts, like I don't know if you know this, but the like react does not do anything for a content creator or a a crafter, right? Like reacts, you know, if you like a meme, it doesn't do anything for the meme. You know, if you see someone's art post, right, the best thing you can do for it is to heart, share, and heart, comment, and share on it. Those are the best things you can do. Heart, comment, and share it, right? From what I understand, and I am not by any means any kind of Facebook expert, but from what I understand, Facebook doesn't care about likes. Not as much as they have, not as much as they care about the other 4 reactions. I could be wrong. I'd love for someone to tell me I'm wrong so that I can stop worrying about it. But I always try to leave a heart react on someone's post if I enjoy it at all, right? Like my go-to is the heart react anymore, right? Oh, I need a second camera. This is what I'm working on. It's a water bottle wrap. And I'm working on finishing the bottom. There we go. So, face that away. Okay. There's the bottom I'm working on right there. Right? And then there is the Celtic Vision chainmail. And then the top that we finished last weekend, which we might go back to and do something else on. I don't know. All right, we back in this. And we're almost around the perimeter of the bottom. Where am I at here? Couple more rings to go. But a perimeter around the bottom. And then we got to go from the perimeter around the bottom to finishing up, covering up the rest of the bottom of this water bottle. So I don't know how we're going to do that, but I think I have an idea, and that idea might work. I am a beautiful man. I am not nearly as pretty as you are, Steve. Not nearly as pretty. And I'm jealous. But thank you. Everybody likes to be told they're beautiful. Right? I mean, it would be weird if... Thank you, Nancy. I think it would be weird if someone told you you were beautiful and you were like, well, I mean, maybe a creeper guy. If a creeper guy said, oh, you're beautiful, Okay, I can understand why you'd be creeped out, but, you know, for the most part, Steve is not a creeper guy. He genuinely thinks I'm beautiful. All right. That is true. Yeah, yeah. Oh, where are we at here? Okay. Alrighty. So, what have we talked about so far? Stream when you're crafting, because you can just take the videos and upload them to YouTube to give you a backlink to your website. Heart react, comment, and share on people's posts if they're an artist that you appreciate, because that is the best way to help them out, short of purchasing their products, right? And it's, you know, free to you, takes movement of your thumb. And then the app I'm working on that is nearly done. There's a couple imaging things I got to take care of, because some of, like, to list someone's store, yeah, I want their logo on there. I don't want just their name, right? And the only way I can get someone's logo short of them sending it to me is to clip it from their website. Most of the time, that is a poor quality image and it's not the right size. So I got to contact each of these ring providers that I want to have listed on my app and ask them to submit to me an image that is the right size. And hopefully they will. All right. And then so yeah, finishing that up hopefully this week, and then we'll make it available to people. I do? Hi, Claire. You make awesome stuff. Yeah, I never had good pliers, so it was always what do you call it? This backwards left hand technique that I learned. I watch other people who hold their pliers both like this, and I can't. I could probably figure out how to do it like this, but it really trips with my brain when I hold the pliers that way. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Claire. You do. You make some pretty awesome stuff. One of the people, you hold your pliers straight in both hands. You're one of the people that I was talking about earlier who haven't been doing this as long as I have, but have taken chainmail places I never would have even conceived to go. There's a lot of people like that. I'm only okay at this after 24 years, and I'm gonna settle with okay. I'm okay at being okay. There are people much better at me, and hopefully by building out a list of suppliers, tutorials, artists on my app, we can help people find the people who are better than me earlier, right? In the future, I imagine one day a young person will go to a Renaissance festival and they'll see someone who has awesome chainmail on them, and they will go, "Whoa, where did you make that? Or how did you get that?" And that person will go, "Download the MailleWerX app. It'll teach you everything you need to know." right? It's my goal. Affect the young people, get them into it. Because once you're into chainmail, you will not have time for anything else. You won't have money for drugs. You won't have money for a bass boat. It's just going to be chainmail. You're just going to spend all your money on rings. And that's a good thing. It'll keep you out of trouble. All right. You've only been mailing for 2 years. Well, Claire, this whole stream up to this point has been me advocating for people just sitting on Facebook and streaming what they're doing. Right? And if you haven't been a part of that, or if you didn't watch that part, here's my spiel, right? Like, it's a Saturday night. I'm not going to get a lot of viewers on a Saturday night on a Facebook Live where I have a crappy camera set up, and, you know, I'm not very entertaining as a individual. Like, I'm not funny naturally. I have to work very hard at it. And being entertaining, I don't know if I'm entertaining, but so if you're not doing anything but sitting in front of your computer making chainmail, yeah, exactly. If you're sitting in front of a computer making chainmail, you should stream and then download your video from Facebook and then post it to YouTube and post a backlink in the description. A backlink is just a link to your website in the description that points to your store to help Google decide to put you on the front page. You have almost as many variety of rings as I do. So you're sitting here anyway. You might as well be on camera. I would normally be sitting here rambling to myself, right? And I'm not talking because I love to hear myself talk, right? I legit ramble. Okay. We're almost a couple more rings here. Almost around the end here. And then you take that video and you put it as a blog post on your website, right? Excuse me. From what I understand, Google does not penalize you for having a video on your blog that's the same as a YouTube article. Could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am, right? So, sit in front of a computer, stream for an hour, whatever. Then you can download that from Facebook. Now, the quality from Facebook sucks. Usually mail while you play D&D online. So you're multitasking. I don't multitask well. I could not play a game and do this at the same time. I have tried. So, and everybody's got their thing, right? Like, for me, usually, you know, I'm sitting here listening to music, but I think a lot of people, you know, throw a TV show on in the background and, you know, have that as white noise. Where are we at here? But I could not play a video game. I could not play a game and work on a project at the same time. I don't have that mental capacity to do that. Multitasking is not my thing. I can ramble and do something at the same time, which I would be doing that anyway, whether or not, you know, I was on Facebook or not. Okay, so might as well record the ramblings of a madman and post them on YouTube. just to point people to my website. Because that's all we're doing. That's really loose. I don't like how loose this is, but we're here. So Facebook is giving me a new tip. What's this new? I don't want to click on it because, like, I find that if you click stuff during a stream, that your stream just shuts off, right? So I'm not clicking nothing. Maybe at the end, which we're getting to here in a little bit, right? I haven't done a ton of work. I've mostly just prattled on. And we're almost at an hour, right? We're at 50 minutes. I'm going to take that and I'm going to download it. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel, which I don't have any subscribers, but that's not the point, right? The point is to have a link in the description pointing to your website. That's all you need. That's all we're doing this for, right? Plus, it's a fun way to get my face out there, you know. Fun way to interact with my community. And I find that if your friends like what you do, they encourage you at doing it. So if you're one of those people that has family and friends that, you know, hate what you do, you know, and what you do is like a good thing, right? Like you're not, you know, you're not a bad person. Then yeah, get new friends who like what you do. All right, where are we at here? This is the last ring to go around the bottom. I think we're going to call it quits after that, but it's not tight at all, which is okay initially. We're just going to have to figure out how to tighten it up, and if we can't do that, then we'll tear it all apart and we'll do something else. This is, I mean, there's no pattern to this, right? Uh-oh. Did I lose a ring? For the whole night. Wait. Where'd you go? There it is. Found it. All right. Your husband thinks it takes up too much time? You know, I've been there. I've been there. I know what it's like to have someone else think your hobby takes up too much time, and that's, you know, what else would you be doing otherwise? Right? Okay. We are done with this ring around the bottom. We're going to try and find a way to bring it in. It's really loose. Okay. There we go. If I hold it there, you can see. Right, we're going from Celtic Vision down into Japanese 12 and 2, I guess. But it's really loose. So I have a couple of ideas how to fix that. But we're at 53 minutes. There's two. That's a loaded question, Claire. Not answering that. Right, we're gonna use an edging of some kind. The first thing that jumps to my mind is to like pull it in using Byzantine on, you know, if I had a Byzantine chain, I'll show you, but we'll have to work on that next week. I don't think, well, JPL might work, but the issue is of the ring sizes that I have on hand in brass and bronze, I don't think I have, I definitely don't have rings that I could do JPL with. I think well, the 16 gauge 5/16 rings I could do HP3 in one with, but so, all right. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. So there's times when I get a lot of crap for making stuff, and I try not to ignore my family. You know, because they're your family, you love them, but sometimes you just got to make stuff. So, uh, I'm not out, working a corner or, shooting up drugs or anything. So I think making chainmail is pretty safe. I think it's a safe, healthy way to occupy your time, if I'm being quite honest. All right. Yeah, the biz had to be super small for the bottle to stand. Not super small. You're like if the Byzantine was underneath the bottle, right? Like it wouldn't be any thicker than how flat this lays already. Right? And let's see here. That all I mean it lays pretty flat, it's gotta be tightened up. So one of the things we might do is take all of the 16 gauge 5/16 rings out and just use these connections straight to a Byzantine chain that goes all the way around and holds it like a lip. I think that would be kind of cool to pull off. It's one of those things that you're gonna have. I'm gonna have to chase it to figure out if it works, right? Because it works in my head, but is the bottle the right size? Are the rings the right size? I don't know. Um, we will have to find out next week. So in the meantime, so here, you should go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's under MailleWerX on YouTube, youtube.com/MailleWerX or something. And you should also go visit MailleWerX.com and be on the lookout for the app release, hopefully this week. And yeah, if you don't make chainmail, you should, because chainmail is awesome. All right, I am Sean. I run MailleWerX.com. And yeah, maths, exactly. I'm going to check out for the night, go back upstairs and put my kid to bed. And I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow night. And we can look at this. All right. Yep. Amount of time that. Odin's Eye. I don't even know what Odin's Eye is because I'm still working on projects from 20 years ago. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.